Welcome back to the Joseph Showseph. As always, I am your host with the most if, Joseph. And guys, we did it. We made it. We're at the big 4th of July special episode. It's the firework day. It's happy firework day, everybody. Special 4th of July episode of the Showseph. Who'd have thought we'd make it all the way to 2024 4th of Julys? But hey, I'm glad you guys are here to spend it with me. Doing the Joseph Showseph. We got a big 4th of July episode planned for today. We got a big time guest coming up a bit later. But first, let's talk about some of these big hot topic stories that everyone's talking about. Last week we had our first presidential debate. Hey, it's just in time for a 4th of July, right? Hey, Israel and Palestine, Ukraine and Russia, move over because we got a new, rivalry we got going on, and on the presidential stage with Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Shout out you guys. I hope you guys figure out who's gonna be the president and get that thing sorted out. I'm too busy hosting this talk show to put any effort into it to participate in the election. But hey, if you guys want to, do the next debate here on the Joseph Showseph, live streamed on the Joseph Showseph, I don't have anything against that, Just thought I'd throw it out there. Hey, as I said, it's 4th of July. Oh boy, I can't wait to see what happens with this Joey Chesnut guy. You guys hear about this? He's banned from the hot dog eating competition. That was his whole thing. It was a hot dog eating competition because he was sponsored by some fucking vegan hot dog brand. Who'd have thought? That's the twist none of us saw coming, was that Joey Chesnut was a secret vegan this whole time. And he has vegan hot dogs. So he can't participate. You'd think, being a hot dog eating champion, eating meat would be a top qualifier for that. But he's claiming he's going to sneak in and he's going to rig the election on hot dog competition. Yeah, wilder things have happened in the world of competitive eating. I'm looking forward to that, and I hope you guys are too. Hey, that was it for the monologue this week. Keeping it short so you can go out and see some of those fireworks. We're gonna take a quick break. We got a big special guest coming in. Just a minute. We'll see you then. I'll be right back. All right, and we're back with the Joseph Showseph.
Yep, we are.
I'm probably wearing different clothes than I was in the last segment.
I'm probably not.
You're probably not, because I don't think you were in the last segment.
But in terms of the last time I was on this series of shows, this might be the exact same outfit.
Right. But you were never on this show before.
No, I was not.
Yeah. You guys, we got Garrett House on the Joseph tonight.
How's it going?
Are you talking to the audience or to me?
That was to the audience.
Okay.
And then, how's it going? But
That's
I'm not the
going
interviewer,
pretty
so
good.
I can't
Well, yeah, you can't ask me questions.
Right.
That's how it goes. Yeah. Garrett House, rapper. That's it. No, comedian.
There you go.
Improv. Basketball.
Yep. Former basketball.
Basketball.
Not really affiliated, not actively pursuing the sport in any structured capacity at this point, but
Yeah.
I
Forensics.
still got the moves. Definitely
Also formerly
Definitely
forensics.
former, yeah. And not forensic science for those of you who aren't from
Right.
the state of Michigan and don't know that that's our version of speech and debate. But yeah,
Is it not called forensics in other places?
it is definitely not. Every time you tell somebody you do forensics who's not from essentially Metro Detroit, they're like, "Oh, so you mean like forensic science?"
You solve crimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like Barry Allen.
Yeah. I mean, is that the Flash?
That is the Flash, yeah.
He's not a detective in that.
He's
show.
not a detective, but he's a forensic scientist.
Really?
Yeah.
That's his profession. Why do the superheroes always need a profession? That's a dumb.
Well, because it doesn't pay.
It's pro bono work to be the best
Yeah.
crime stopper on the planet.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Are you a fan of superheroes, Garrett?
I am, I think. Yeah, I like
You
Spider-Man.
think?
Yeah. I don't like...
Which Spider-Man?
Oh, I mean, in general, but as a concept.
The idea of
the
a
character,
man...
The character.
The man with spider ability?
Yeah, I'm not talking about the movie versions. I'm the comic book Spider-Man, the movie version.
But there's multiple comic books versions of Spider-Man as well.
There are, but it's not this. I'm a fan of all of them, I guess. Like in terms of, you're probably asking about like which movie.
No, I was asking which Spider-Man you're a fan of. Peter Parker?
Noir.
Oh, okay.
Do you know that reference? From like maybe the Miles Morales version. So there's these different versions of Spider-Man.
I do know that there is a noir version.
There's a noir version.
Voiced by Nicolas Cage.
There's like a future version.
Yep.
I think there's like a cartoon.
Well, then
version
there's
or
famously
like
the black version.
Yes, Venom. The Venom symbiote.
No,
yes.
Miles Morales.
Also that guy. They should do a crossover.
Yeah, what happens if Miles Morales becomes Venom?
Super black.
Yeah.
Becomes the African Spider-Man.
Yeah.
There you go.
Did you see there was a comic book recently that was getting accused of racism where Miles Morales gets the powers of Thor, and so he has like dreads and he does like graffiti on the hammer, and a lot of people were saying that the comic was like using black stereotypes like to like make a joke of Thor or something.
I mean, that's such a stupid argument. I can't even process what they're trying to say with that. The dreads make sense because Thor has long hair.
Sure.
The graffiti makes sense because Mjolnir has those like sigils on it.
Yeah, not to mention Miles Morales does graffiti in the movie.
There you go. It's part of like hip hop and by extension black culture.
Yeah. So are you saying that comic wasn't racist?
Yep.
Okay, cool. You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here. This is the groundbreaking news.
You're all good,
that
Marvel.
we break on the Joseph Showseph.
Garrett House says so.
Yeah. So Garrett, you have a rap song you wanted to perform for us?
I would one of four. I'm not going to do it without music. But yeah, I'm also a rapper. I've got like this EP that I'm dropping on the 29th of June. It's called Breakaway.
Which would have been last week.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
it's going to be live at this point when people are watching it on like Spotify, on YouTube Music, and on Apple Music.
Mm-hmm.
You can probably find it if you go to my Instagram. You can definitely find it. I'll have like the United Masters link in the bio. That'll be like G_house_94.
Now, United Masters, is that like a race thing?
No, it's not. It's just a way you can get your music out as an independent artist.
Oh, okay.
Like the master version of your track.
I see. So it's not like,
There's no United Slaves.
Okay.
There's no United Slaves.
All right. Yeah, the masters they have their own union.
Yeah. That's not. There's no like. What's another one? You wouldn't say United Slaves. You wouldn't say United Masters. What's another one we could put in there? I'm not sure. United Indentured Servants. No.
Sure.
None of that.
Yeah.
It's just what they call it because the way that works is like you have a mix of your track. You got a master of your track. The master just to make it sound good on every platform.
Okay.
Like on every streaming platform, any like way you hear like headphones or like stereo stuff like that.
Sure.
So that's what the master is. The mix is just what you do when you adjust like the EQ and stuff to make it sound good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much about hip hop today.
It's music in general.
Music in general.
Yeah.
Right.
Let alone hip hop.
Right. Yeah. Have you thought about expanding outside of just hip hop?
Sort of. I can play stringed instruments at a very basic improvisational level.
Yeah.
So
you play jazz?
No. I play.
But isn't jazz just improvised music?
Jazz is a genre of music, and it's usually improvised. You can improvise classical music.
Really?
Yeah. Mozart could have improvised. Beethoven improvised. There's a story about Beethoven improvising this dude's like concerto or whatever so well that the dude just walked out of the room.
So he was doing jazz?
No. He was doing classical music, improvised.
Do you think they called it classical?
You can also improvise rap music. It's called freestyling.
Oh yeah, that's true.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's the jazz of hip hop.
Sure, you could say hip hop jazz if you want to call it jazz.
Yeah. Do you think they called classical music classical when they were making it?
I had another thought about. No, I don't think they did, but like I had another thought about this too. It's like
they call them the moderns.
No, the moderns. Yeah, like the Middle Ages. Did they call it the Middle Ages when it was the Middle Ages?
Yeah, and they were like, guys,
we are.
I can't believe we're in the Middle Ages right now.
Yeah, middle of what, dude?
Mm-hmm.
It's not in the middle of anything. It's in the middle of like if you put the Middle Ages in the middle, that means like the halfway point. As the halfway point, and that means like the actual middle is like what 400, just 400. 80.
So the Middle Ages implies that. So it's between like
now,
cavemen and now.
Or does it mean before how far back did their history go?
Right.
Why are we calling them the Middle Ages? I don't
know.
It's silly.
When it was the Middle Ages, they were probably referring to it as the the end ages.
If we call it the Middle Ages now and we start ages at 0 AD or 0 BC, that kind of makes sense.
Right, because, at a certain point, now is going to be the Middle Ages.
Yeah, in 2,000 years.
Right.
If we start at 0.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Maybe that's what we're thinking now. Maybe they were like only called the
Knight's
almost
time.
now ages, like in 1200 AD.
I think they just call it Knight's time. They were like, because we're all knights, so it's
Knight's time. It's a knight's time.
Yeah.
Nighttime.
Yeah.
Time to go to bed.
What are some of the other ages?
Dark Ages.
Dark Ages.
Iron Age.
Iron Age.
Bronze Age.
The Gilded.
Yep.
What was so gilded about the Gilded Age?
When was the Gilded Age?
Wasn't it like during like the early 20th century?
You're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah.
No, Gilded is like maybe. I'm not sure though. I'm honestly not sure.
Okay.
These mics are heavy. My shoulder is getting tired, even though I'm a fitness coach.
Yeah, they are pretty heavy.
I'm gonna switch hands soon.
Yeah.
But I do. This is like I want to hold it like this. I don't know if that affects the.
You can. I mean, we got these cushion guards.
This is how I hold the stand-up mic anytime I'm doing stand-up.
Really?
Not this exaggerated, but like I'll do it like this. Just kind of.
Why do you do that?
Just so I know it's a consistent volume and it stays. That's about as close as it can get.
Is that something someone taught you, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I forget who though. But like anytime I'm doing like if you do it like this, it's always going to be sort of off.
Yeah.
But if you just kind of tap it against the bottom of your chin, just like yep, consistent. Like there's not going to be any really movement in the distance between the mic and your vocal cords, so it's going to be a consistent volume.
That's a fair idea because I found that my volume is never the same, and I'm never holding it the same position when I'm.
That's a problem with rapping too. Like when I'm doing an open mic for rap or whatever, like it's so hard. You can't deliver a rap song like this. It just doesn't look cool enough.
Right.
I might start doing it just
because
gay, It does, but
rappers can't do that.
But rappers can be gay, folks. Don't you ever forget it.
Yeah.
Namely,
Kevin Abstract.
Sure. I was trying to think of one, but let's go with Kevin Abstract.
Do you know Kevin Abstract?
I don't.
Kevin Abstract was the lead member of Brockhampton.
Brockhampton, which one was that again? What was their big song?
They had a few big songs, but they had they had the Saturation trilogy. Came out in 2017, 2018.
Brockhampton. That's familiar. I know the name. I don't know the music.
Okay.
I trust they're good. I trust your taste.
Yeah, I mean, do you want me to sing one of their songs?
Yes,
okay.
I do.
Should I say the N-word in it?
No, you should not. No, you should not.
Yeah.
Good catch. Good question.
Thanks. Okay. What's one of their songs? Fucking commas up from the right side, from the right side. They been talking down on me, huh? What'd you say? They been talking down on me, huh? What'd you say? My daddy told me how to sell dope, turn grams into elbows, light it up with the arrow. Black mass used to kick those.
Is this
One no bullets in the guns though.
They're not associated with was there like another group they were associated with? This isn't like I'm thinking about Earth Gang, but this is not Earth Gang.
No. I think of Odd Future.
No. It's turning into a hip hop interview that I'm embarrassing myself at, but
right. You're not well studied.
I'm not.
In the
That's the other weird thing. I'm not like a huge hip hop head either, but I can rap apparently very well. So
really?
Yeah.
Have you won a contest?
Yes, I have.
Really? I
won a radio interview and some free airtime for my songs based on a contest I won.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the contest? Like just best rapper?
Yeah. Just do 2 raps.
Nice.
If the DJ
Do you remember the raps?
Yeah. I could do some of them. But
Can you do them?
No, you got to listen to the EP.
Oh yeah,
that's dropped on the 29th. You can't hear my raps now. They'll sound a lot better
when they're
on
mastered.
Spotify. Well, they're already. I just set the release date. It's for the 29th.
Okay.
They've been mastered for a while. But yeah.
Right, but they sound better mastered than in the Paradizo studio.
Yeah, without a backing track or whatever. There's so many flies in that light. Not to blow up your spot, but
yeah,
it's only that one too.
That one's not clean, but that one is definitely. There must have been. Like
I think it's all the same bug too, because it's all the same.
It's
all the same size bug in there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So you're not gonna do a rap?
I can. Do you want me to?
Sure.
I'll do.
Do you have to stand up for it?
No.
Okay.
And also the cameras won't catch me. I'll do the hook to something that I've written recently that I might not even record all the way.
Well, it's recorded now.
Yeah. I'm a lover and a fighter, so I'm ready for it all. Keep it gutter, cause I'm nicer than a Santa at the mall. Something, something, burning rubber. Pray to God I never stall.
Yeah. That's Garrett House, folks. Check out it.
Sure.
Oh.
I was trying to remember what the whole. I'm a lover and a fighter, so I'm ready for it all. Keep it gutter, cause I'm nicer than a Santa at the mall. Yeah, I don't remember the rest of it. That's why I'm probably not going to record it. But that's the worst thing that I've probably written. It's not bad necessarily. I just don't like it that much.
Yeah.
It's part of a hook. Part of a hook.
Okay. So what are your raps about? I've listened to your rap songs, by the way. But
Cool.
But I don't remember when.
I mean I like to talk about the topics for sure. Like the topics on the first one is like, it's called GOAT, but it's also could be called Make It Out, which is just kind of about being in like a mental space of like where I was at when I was working in like working in STEM, working in like labs and stuff. Where I just didn't like what I was doing.
Yeah.
I just felt like I couldn't really.
So it's GOAT
succeed.
parenthesis Make It Out.
It's just GOAT.
Oh, okay.
Because that's how I ended. It should maybe be called Make It Out, but I was trying to do this thing where I name all the songs with one word.
Okay.
So that kind of worked. But just making it out of like kind of a shitty rat race situation that I didn't like being in. Token is just wordplay.
It's about South Park?
Sort of, yeah. And how I am a token.
Oh,
essentially.
okay.
I'm definitely the token on this unit of podcasts.
That's fair.
And in life.
Sure.
You know, generally in life.
I'm trying to think if we've had other black guests, but I can't think.
See what I'm saying?
At the moment. Yeah.
After that, Starlink, that's just kind of trying to understand yourself better in order to better your situation.
Mm-hmm.
And then the more you know is about the dangers of higher education if you don't really have a plan on what to do after you graduate.
Look at that, folks.
Yeah.
Those are all hot pressing topics that I know
Absolutely
all our watchers and viewers experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's pretty relatable.
That's pretty relatable, yeah. You know.
Worth listening to.
Yeah, I'd say
Breakaway.
So. Yeah.
Dropping soon. Or will have dropped already, but
yeah. As
I say this now, dropping soon. As you listen, it's already dropped.
Well, today also is Thursday, July 4th. Oh, today's the 4th of July. I completely forgot about that.
Oh, you mean as they're listening?
Today, right now, is the 4th of July.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So
happy 4th of July, folks.
Yeah, happy 4th of July. It's definitely the 4th of July. I'm not confused as to what's going on right now in the slightest.
Today's the 4th of July. Because this show, we film it live.
Of course.
And
yeah.
We're filming it live today on the 4th of July.
Jeez, those firecrackers. I'm glad you got that insulation on here.
Right, yeah.
The firecrackers outside are popping off right now.
We're so excited to watch the firecrackers after we're done recording this episode.
Man, I had some good barbecue on this day off I had from work.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like wearing my work shirt.
Yeah.
Even when I don't go to work.
Yeah. Do you want me to blur the work shirt so that way people all the fans don't show up to your work?
That could be awesome.
That could be awesome, yeah.
We could use the business. Why not?
Okay, fine. If you're watching this, go check out Garrett's business.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
It's not mine, but I work there.
Right. So do you perform under the name of G House or?
I do, G House. Yep.
Okay.
Just
how'd you come up with that?
It's my first name is the first letter and my last name.
Okay.
So that's about it. It's also a nickname I've had. But I don't know, Garrett House. It's not very rap-tastic.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a rapper named Garrett.
I was also thinking Garrett House, like Pokemon.
Okay. Yeah.
Garrett OS.
Okay.
I think I'm going to use that when I start doing more gaming stuff. Because I also play like RPGs and like D&D stuff, so I want to start streaming. Like some live plays or some actual play D&D stuff.
You should do like, the comic book Mouse?
No.
There's a comic book called Mouse, which is about mice in the Holocaust, but it's spelled M-A-U-S.
That makes sense.
So you can call yourself Garrett House, but H-A-U-S.
Or just House. I think House could be cooler. Because that was another nickname I got, but H-A-U-S as opposed to H-O-U-S-E.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
You said mouse.
Right, but I said.
Oh, you meant just HAUS.
Yeah.
And that's. Oh yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. No, that's a cool one too. I don't know. I've already got all this. Not all this. I've already got this project. Because people say like you should just throw out singles and singles, but I didn't know that when I kind of put this thing together, and I already put out the 4, and everybody's kind of heard it at this point. So
yeah,
I really hope that I don't think it will, because I hold a stand-up mic like this. I think this will be fine. Maybe it just looks a bit weird. Is this different? We'll see.
Let us know in the comments, folks.
Yeah.
Do you like Garrett's
Does this
placement?
sound different than this? Let us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments. Does Garrett's mic volume sound different?
Yeah. Or quality, or tone, or timbre. You know what that one is?
No.
It's a weird thing. It's like a sonic quality that some people have a better. I'm not saying it right.
Okay.
But yeah.
I believe you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Someone needs to.
Garrett, we have another segment on this show.
Ooh.
Called Bad Jokes.
Sure.
That's where I have comedians tell me a bad joke.
In terms of like an appropriate joke, or in terms of
No, it's just a bad joke. Just
a
not
shitty
one.
joke. That's not going to work. Ooh, what's my shittiest joke? Drum roll, please. It sounds bad, but I don't. Oh, how about this? So I like rap music. Yeah, you heard of this rap music that's called trap music, guys? It's kind of shitty rap music, if you ask me. I think it should stand for trashy rap music. There's this group called Migos, and they have this sound to their music that I think is just kind of basic. They don't talk about anything actually significant. It's kind of just basic, club hype music. They're not like Kendrick Lamar. They're not like all these other artists who have more deep messages in their music. You're never going to hear a Migos song that's socially conscious, okay? You're never going to hear a Migos song that goes we got too many guns on the street, too many guns, too much war, and too much poverty. Way too much poverty. Offset, skirt. It's probably the worst one I do. Still.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You never hear that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Pretty bad?
No,
bad?
it's, because that's
not bad enough? I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, it's not bad enough. You could have made it worse.
I mean, if I can freestyle a terrible joke, but then it's not going to be a joke.
Yeah,
then
it's just going to be ramblings.
Yeah. What I started doing when I was doing I didn't start rambling at stand-up. I'd have funny ideas. I just say the idea, and I wait for a response.
Yeah.
Now I try and kind of structure stuff a little bit, but it's mostly still just oh, here's an idea I had either on stage the last time or between now and the last time I was on stage.
Okay.
I don't do a lot of active writing. I just can't
don't
sit down and just gestate an idea that's going to be actually as funny as anything I just come up with on the spot.
Yeah.
If I come up with something randomly, I can develop that out maybe in writing, but I haven't even tried that yet. So
and you also have a fear of pens, I heard. So.
No.
Oh, okay.
Was that a reference to? No, I talk about needing a pen in one of my raps. I don't talk about having a fear of pens. I'm not afraid of the pen in terms of the penitentiary.
Yeah, you know what they say about the pen?
What?
It's mightier than the sword.
It is. No, they say about UPenn.
What do they say about it?
It's better than Penn State.
Okay. You heard it here first, folks.
Probably not.
Yeah,
probably not the
that's
first
probably,
time. That's general knowledge about those two colleges.
All
One's
right.
an Ivy League institution.
Garrett, do you have anything you want to plug on the Joseph Showseph?
How about that YouTube channel I got at Garrett House Party?
Check it out, guys.
How about that Instagram page I got at G_house_94? I probably have too many underscores in there. It's probably going to change, but not anytime soon, so don't worry about it.
Nice.
TikTok is Garrett.house3, I think.
Was Garrett House 2 taken?
It's just, I put in Garrett House, and I think that's just what it spit back out. So apparently, there's more than one of us, more than two of us.
You got to fight the other Garrett Houses.
I could win.
Yeah.
I'm fairly confident I could win.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them other ones have actually competed in martial arts.
That's fair.
Yeah.
If I were to envision the other two Garrett Houses.
They're probably white.
Yeah. So I think you
probably
have a chance.
white. Not to say that I can beat up any white person.
Right.
Far from it. I still think Stipe Miocic and other UFC fighters that are white would give me a good.
Conor McGregor, do you think you'd take Conor McGregor?
Hell no. No, he'd strangle me.
You could kind of like probably hold him back.
He'd grab my hand, pull me in, and like break my arm.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or just break my nose with his shoulder like he did that other dude that he was fighting once. It was like first round, kind of just TKO. He got him. He was like not in a clinch, but he was like close up with him. He just boom. And this is intentional. Rammed his shoulder into his nose and broke it.
Nice.
And he was like on the fence or on the ropes after that. Just finished the fight real quick, Conor McGregor style. Past Conor McGregor style. Now he just kind of gets hurt, unfortunately.
Sure. Well, that's what steroids do to you.
Do they? They make you get hurt easy?
I don't know. I've never taken them.
Just make your balls shrink. Right?
Yeah. He gets kicked in the balls too much. Maybe that's what it is.
I feel like it would make ball impact shots easier to take.
Yeah, that's true.
Because your balls are smaller, or at least they're like,
right.
or they're elevated.
Maybe
into
that's
your body.
why he's taking the steroids. It makes his balls a bit more, compact.
Yeah.
He's already had enough kids. He's like, right, I'm done with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Do you have anything else you want to plug?
I don't think so. I think that's enough plugging.
All right. Garrett, thanks for being on the Joseph Showseph on the 4th of July.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to go outside and watch the fireworks with you.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Let them rain down. That was a dope ass.
Yeah, it was a pretty good high five.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reverb.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you next time. Big peace.
See you guys.